Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am bringing you a full face of designer brands featuring their holiday palettes collection that I picked up. I mentioned this in a few videos back. If you haven't seen that haul featuring all these amazing products and swatches, definitely go check that video out first and then come back and check this out and see what type of look I do with these products. But if you want to see how designer brands products work, not just the face stuff, but also eye stuff, I've literally got pretty much everything for a full face. So if you have been waiting for this video, thank you for requesting it. If you did, thank you for being patient with me. But yeah, in today's video, we're doing designer brands, so I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you do enjoy. Also, please make sure you click the little notification bell. People keep telling me that even though they have clicked the notification bell, they still don't get my videos in their feed, which is super annoying. So even if you have to unsubscribe and then subscribe again and hit the little bell button, please do that, because I really don't want you guys to miss out on my videos. Like, it's not my fault, it's YouTube's fault. I'm so sorry. So if you guys want to see today's makeup tutorial, then please just keep on watching. Okay, so I've zoomed you guys in. I'm going to start off with their Pro Brow Kit with stencils. It's a little booklet. You open it up, it's got a little sleeve. You've got 2 powders, a wax, and then a brow bone highlighting shade. It also comes with a brush and some stencils, which is awesome. So I'm going to take the brush that comes with the palette and just use the wax and kind of just go through my brows first, just pretty messily. And then I'm just going to take the spoolie from that same set and just brush the wax through my brows. Now taking my own brush, and I'm going to take a mixture between the 2 powders and just fill in my brows. I honestly love powder brows. I love how natural powder brows are. So I've just gone off and carved my eyebrows out. The only thing I probably don't have, or 2 things that I don't have from designer brands, is their concealer, which I have tried before. I did own it. I think I do still own it in my collection somewhere, but it's really not good. It didn't work for me. So I just used my ColourPop No Filter Concealer to carve out my brows, and I'll probably use that one on my face as well. And then pressed powder, I don't think I have one from designer brands, like an all over face powder, but I have like under eye setting, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's move on to the eyes. I'm going to do my eyes first, and I'm probably going to take a mixture of these 2 palettes. So we have the Paparazzi 18 shade eyeshadow palette, which is in a gorgeous tin like this, and then you open it up and here are the shades. Again, if you want to see swatches, I'll have the link to the first video where I did swatches down below. And then here is the, what's this one? All Eyes on You 16 shade palette, which looks like this. It's got your gorgeous pops of colors. Now in that video, a lot of people requested that look. So I think I'm going to create that look. It's not 100% Christmassy, but you can definitely make it festive-y, whatever. You can have your own twist on it. So I think I am going to create that look. And I think for that video, I used mainly this palette here. So let's just get into it. So these palettes are $14.95 Australian, cruelty free and vegan, which is amazing for anyone who's totally into that. Also, this brand does ship internationally on their website, so if you are somewhere else in the world other than Australia, you will be able to get your hands on these gorgeous Christmas collection palettes. Now I actually have last year's collection, which I am going to use a few things in this video, so I'll show you guys the difference with packaging and whatnot. But let me tell you, this year they really stepped it up with their packaging. Like, I'm so impressed with this year's packaging. Alright, so I'm taking my Morphe M576 brush, and I'm going to go into that same palette I was using, and I'm going to take this matte brown shade here, which is super pigmented, and I'm going to run that in my crease. Now I am going to take a mixture of these 2 shades here, which are both matte. They're like, they remind me of, what is it? Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek. They've got those kind of hues to it, which is gorgeous. These blend like a dream. I'm so excited that I'm picking up these palettes again. So I'm now going to take this orange shade and work that kind of into my lower crease. It is super pigmented, you guys. Like, I know you will barely be able to see the, oh my god, this shade. And I'm just going to focus this more in my lower crease. And then just going back in with the first brush and blending the colors together. Okay, so I'm just going to keep working that orange into my crease and outer V. Now in the pan there is a bit of kick up, but honestly it's nothing bad and I really have like no fallout on my face. So I think I'm just going to stick to this palette for this look so you guys don't have to buy the other palette if you want to recreate this look. But I will be doing tutorials with this other palette because I mean, look at these shades. Definitely something stunning. So you can definitely stay tuned for a video on that. But this is just everything, this palette. Now I'm going to take a mixture of this dark brown shade and this dark brown shade on a smaller brush, and I'm going to work that sort of in my very outer V area just to deepen it up a bit. So I'm just pressing in with a little pencil brush. And then I'll go out and blend it soon. Now this might not be exactly the same look, I mean I'm trying. Okay, so now for the all over lid shade or half cut crease shade, I'm going to take this big pink one and the white one up here and sort of mix them together. So here is what these shades look like and I will swatch them. So there's the white one. And there's the pink one. As you can see, super duper pigmented. Now this is the shade from the other palette. I couldn't remember what I did last time, but I am just going to mix the two shades I just showed you that are in this palette. So like I said, you guys don't have to go and buy multiple palettes if you want to recreate this look. So I'm going to take a flat brush and I am going to wet it just because I always wet it. I mean, they are intense on their own, but I mean, I just can't help myself. And then I'm just gonna apply them all over my lid. Now these might take like a little bit of packing and blending. Okay you guys, so I just went off and popped some falsies on. Anyway, so to finish off with mascara, I'm going to use the Absolute Lash Lengthening Volumizing Mascara, which is in this super shiny tube. And this is actually a very interesting mascara. The wand is super spiky. So it's now time to go in with their primer. I'm taking their Moisturising Primer that looks like this. It's just in a white bottle with a little pump. And I'm just going to take a few pumps of this. It is just a white, kind of tacky primer. So I have two foundations here. I have the Luminous foundation as well as the 24-hour matte foundation. Now I used to live and swear by the matte foundation, and I still do, I still love it. However, now that my skin's a little bit more drier, I tend to go for the Luminous Hydrating Foundation, which just says glowing coverage. I'm in the shade 803 Light Sand and 738 Light Sand, just light sand with both of these. So I think I'm going to take the Luminous one today just because I steer towards that one. However, I also do like to mix them. It just depends on the day. So I'm going to go in with the Luminous one, and the packaging is on point. I think this one retails at about $20, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 20 Australian dollars. Okay, so I'm going to take that on my Morphe E6 flat brush. This is how I typically like to apply my foundations. This foundation also has a pump, so I am just going to buff this into my skin. Okay, so here's how the foundation is looking. I just went and applied concealer because, like I said earlier, I'm not a fan of their concealer that I tried. So yeah, I'm liking how my face is looking. As you can see, that foundation gives a gorgeous glow. The only thing I don't like about it is once it oxidizes pretty pinky. Like when it comes out, it seems pretty yellow, but then it oxidizes to pinky, which I'm not a fan of, but anyways. So this was last year's packaging. Like I said to you guys, they've really stepped up their game this year. So I'm going to take this contour palette. However, they do have everyday ranges of highlight and contour palettes. So even though these were limited edition, you can still go and shop on their website and get the similar product. So I'm going to take a mixture between the pinky and the banana shade, and I'm just going to set under my eyes. I'm just going to go in my beauty blender and sort of smooth over those areas, and also go underneath my eyes. These powders are so smooth, honestly. I could imagine that this year's would be amazing too, but they're powdery but buttery and just amazing. Okay, so my foundation is on and set, and I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so now moving on to the rest of my face. I have these two face palettes. This one here being the Fake It Till You Make It Perfecting palette. This one is $9.99. And then we have this gorgeous glittery packaging one, which you probably won't be able to see. This one is called Shine Bright Base Face Palette, which also looks like this. You get an extra kind of shade slash product in this one, and this one is $14.95. So I just want to show you guys the differences between these two palettes in case you weren't sure which one you wanted to pick up. So the top one is the $10 palette, and you've got a strobe, a glow, a blush and a bronze. And then in the bottom palette, you've got two different highlighters, a bronzer, a lip color and a blush. Okay, you guys, so here's the real tea. Both of these palettes are pretty much exactly the same. The only difference is in the Shine Bright palette you get a lip color, which I'll swatch for you guys. I just kind of ran out of room. So here's what the lip color looks like. Now it is a gorgeous pinky nudie color with a lot of pigment, but if you're someone who doesn't want a lip color in a palette, and okay, that stains, which is good to know. So if you're someone who doesn't want the lip color in the palette, then definitely go for the $10 one. If you want the palette with the lip color, then go for the $15 one. So this top row of swatches is the $15 palette, and the bottom row is the $10 palette. So honestly, not much difference at all. Basically, you're paying $5 extra for the lip color in this palette. So there's my opinion. They're both stunning, and I'm not mad about that. They're pretty much the same thing. I mean, they're both great travel palettes. And honestly, I think the packaging on this one is a little bit cuter. But if you want to save your pennies, then definitely go for the fake it till you make it perfecting palette. That is, of course, if you don't want the lip color, but the lip color is stunning. But yeah, there's not much difference at all with those shades. So for this video, I'm going to use the $10 palette because I think you guys would rather me use a more affordable one. I also will show you the color out of that palette on my lips in case you did want to do like almost, this has got really good value because you could take this and then you've got your lip color, your blush, your bronzer, and your highlight and literally have that palette. So I'll show you the lip color anyway on my lips, but for my face, I will use the cheaper palette. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer out of this palette, and it does come with a mirror, which is always nice. Now, I don't know what to expect from these palettes, but honestly, they swatch amazingly. Okay, so here is the bronzer used out of that palette. I think it looks gorgeous if I'm honest with you guys. So let's go in the blush now. Like, I'm really living for this blush shade as well. I want to finish off the lower lash line before we get into the exciting part and my favorite part, which is highlighter. And we're going to go back into that palette. And I'm going to use this blue shade, which is stunning. Okay, so I just went in and finished off my lower lash line. Now for highlight, I am going to share a few with you guys. Just using this palette, which I'm going to go in with that highlight, but I'm also going to go in with this other really affordable, mainly all highlights. So let's start with this palette. I'm going to take this shade on the end here, on this side of my brush. Like, designer brands highlights are amazing, like super, super blinding, as you guys can see. That honestly took me nothing. I went super ham. So that is out of the palette that we were using before. Blinding. Now taking the Ready for My Close-Up Ultimate Face Palette. Now this one is in clear plastic packaging. However, the highlights in these are blinding as well. So I'm going to go in with a mixture of a few and blind up those cheeks. Now this palette is $10. So that is the glow that I'm getting from this palette. Super duper stunning. Now while I'm here, I am going to enhance my brow bone with some color, and I'm just going to use one of the shades out of the highlighting palette and just go for it underneath my brow bone. And also in my inner corner, adding this gold highlight. Okay, so now to finish off with lips, I'm going to take the Shine Bright palette and take the Gorgeous Lip color. So this, you guys, is my completed look using basically all designer brands. I really hope you enjoyed. I 100% recommend checking out everything from their holiday collection. They have so much more than what I mentioned. This is just what I picked up. Definitely go check my whole haul video I did if you want to see in-depth swatches of everything, but I'm just so obsessed with this makeup brand. I love this makeup brand. It is such a great, affordable, vegan, great quality, affordable brand, and it's just, I can't get enough, and I love how easy I can get my hands on it. So this is today's look. I scratched what I said at the start. It's probably not 100% holiday appropriate. I mean, I would rock this in the festive season on Christmas Day, Thanksgiving, whatever, but I guess it might not be everyone's cup of tea. I really did try to recreate the makeup I did in the last video because it was so requested. So yeah, it's probably not super holiday appropriate, but I mean, I would rock it on Christmas Day or whatever. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the look. If you want more videos like this, please thumbs up. Let me know whatever you want in the comments down below and I'll be sure to do that for you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. I love you guys so much for watching. Thanks for your constant support and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye you guys. Mwah.